Hey y'all, it's Wilkie here, and I'm here with Aaron Michael Richey. Wanted to, yep, wanted to do a live video with you and have a chance to interview him and ask.
I haven't slept since Tuesday. Help me, help me. All right. Hi, Geneva. No, we're doing an interview. This is very professional. Okay, Wilkie, what is your first question?
My first question is, how did you get started writing your dungeon series with James A. Hunter?
James A. Hunter. That man, he has issues. Let me tell you. No, me and James, we met at a small con in Colorado, and he's like, hey, I have an idea. Well, we worked on one book series, which we don't talk about. Like, it's a series that must be named. And James was like, hey, and I gave him some chapters to read, and he's like, we need to tone it way down. And so he tried to like bring me back. So I had cyclopses with T-Rex head hands, and he's like, we're not doing that. Dakota went on to write Rexus, right? Did. And then I had an Icarus with swords for arms and legs, and it was undead Icarus, right? And it was like steampunk, like unlimited power, like steampunk magic. So he could always be flying, so he didn't need to land, so his legs could be swords. And James is like, no, we are not doing undead Icarus. And so I'm like, okay. And so that was a series that must not be named. And so then he's like, hey, and we're best friends. Yeah. And so he's like, let's write another book together. And I'm like, oh, can we do undead Icarus? And he says, no, we can't do undead Icarus. And so he's like, I'm going to take a different tact this time. We're going to do a Dungeon Core Academy, and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you run like a stallion in the field with the hair blowing.
I'm loving it.
And every once in a while, he would corral me, right? He'd be like, no, let's go in this direction. And I would be like, so we wrote Shadowcroft Academy for Dungeons, the first one, and it turned out really well. Yes. It's about a guy who gets eaten by a mimic, as one does. It's a dangerous world out there. We are not guaranteed the next day. And so he's eaten by a mimic, and he gets to become a dungeon core. But in this world, in this universe, dungeons are the good guys because they protect celestial nodes on worlds. And that's how the worlds get their life energy. Yes. And so the Dungeoneers want to come and like destroy the node and drink up all the energy. And so the dungeons are there to protect the node. Mm-hmm. And so they want to train the dungeons. And so they go to a Dungeon Core Academy. By book 3, James is not only, so he is transformed into a stallion with me. And we have coerced a whole herd of stallions. And we are running amok because he was like, hey, we should have a lot of crocheting in this book. And I'm like, dude, it's a Dungeon Core novel. And he's like, no, people want crochet, taxes, and twine. And I'm like, okay. And we also have like a conspiracy theory guy. So you hit a crystal and then the crystal reverberates and then you like hear the conspiracy theories. And I'm like, no, it's too much, James. And he's like, it's not enough. I'm trying to rein him in and it's chaos. So that's that's Shadowcroft. Yes. And he stopped writing Shadowcroft to write Discount Dan, yes, which is even more unhinged.
It's crazy unhinged.
Right. So I say Shadowcroft walked so Discount Dan could run.
That's perfect.
And then me and Nathan Amy did a spin-off series called Dungeon Accountants, which is the Dungeoneers. So we see former Dungeoneers who realize that they were evil, and they have joined the Dungeon Council as accountants to go out and audit dungeons to make them as deadly as possible to save worlds.
Absolutely.
And that is Shadowcroft Academy for Dungeon and Dungeon Accountant. And one of my favorite books I've ever written is the third Dungeon Accountant book. And because some books you write and you're like, man, like, I like writing books. I love writing books. Yeah, I've written 85 books. But sometimes you write a book and it just hits differently.
Yes.
And book 3, Comptroller, it's Controller. Mm-hmm. I like to say Comptroller because I'm an American.
You are.
So Comptroller Carnage is, it just all came together and and there's like a dark moment that's so beautifully done, like beautifully. I say beautifully done. I don't know if it's beautifully done. Made me cry. I'm an easy audience though, and Italian, so I cry easily. And there's a lot of creamed corn. Have you read book 3?
I have not gone to book 3. I've gone to book 2 of Accountants.
So book 3, a lot of creamed corn, more than I would when I started writing it. 0 creamed corn. Mm-hmm. By the end, surprising amount of creamed corn. And there's this whole like Ink Master dungeon because me and my daughter were watching Ink Masters.
Nice.
And so there's a whole Ink Masters dungeon that I just like. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Well, that's awesome. Okay.
That was the question.
Yes, that was the first question, but I want to continue on.
Okay. All right. Hit me, Wilkie.
So you have book 4 coming up.
Book 4. So, oh boy, howdy.
So tell me a little bit about
book 4, Shadowcroft 4. For Shadowcroft fans, sit back. I want to paint you a picture.
Yes.
So I'm doing the thing, right, Wilkie? Mm-hmm. I'm going to paint you a picture. Come with me. Come with me, Internet. I feel like we're far away. Come with me. Imagine that you're in Kentucky, backwoods Kentucky. You are in a 7-Eleven. Behind, oh my God, what are we doing? Are we doing this?
Okay.
Are we doing this? Okay.
You're good.
Backwoods Kentucky, you're in a 7-Eleven. Behind the counter, on the counter, there's the 5-hour energy drinks, and there's the beef jerky, and behind the counter, there's a very sweaty man that is slightly green. Is he made of slime? It seems so, but no one can be made of slime, can they? And the bell dings, and in walks a apple-cheeked boy who walks up to the counter and says, "Mr. Resnick." His name is Russell Jimmy. Russell, and he has a New York accent. I don't know why. Just don't overthink it. And he says, "Mr. Resnick, could you tell me about the Dungeon Wild?" And Resnick, who's been around for millennia, he's seen some stuff, and he's like, "Well, Russell Jimmy, there's a whole secret world that only you know about. And things are about to change around here because we're getting 4 dungeon cores from the Shadowcroft Academy for Dungeon to do their work study program on Earth. But nothing much will happen because Earth doesn't have a lot of magic." And Russell Jimmy says, "But what if I want something to happen? Something extraordinary." And Resnick says, "The only thing extraordinary that's happening is we're going to get our slushy machine fixed." Little do they know, there's a lot that's going to happen. Dude, I lost it at the end. I was better the first time. I was better the first time. Can you forgive me, Internet? Can you forgive me? So Shadowcroft 4 is all about Logan and the gang coming to Earth. Marco is going to become obsessed with flavored microbrews, like peach flavored beer. Inga is going to become enamored with the international best-selling series Twilight.
Oh, awesome!
If you don't know about it, it's a little series. I think 4 books. Mm-hmm. 4 books by a woman named Stephanie Meyer. Nice Mormon woman. And Treacle is going to be shocked. I tell you, shocked by the quality of our candy because you can't. Corn syrup can't beat sugar.
No, it can't.
Oh my God. How was that, Wilkie? Do I need to bring up the energy? I feel like I'm too mellow. I feel like I'm too mellow. I don't know.
So you talked to me earlier
about
this, and you said that you had a plan for an upcoming book. So
an Aaron Michael Richey lit RPG series on my own.
Yes.
Because I've written books with I've written lit RPG with James A. Hunter.
Yep.
I've written lit RPG books with Nathan Amy. I've written lit RPG books under a pen name that I cannot talk about because it's not after 10 p.m.
Okay.
So I've written several of those kind of books.
Yep.
Several by mean 45. So we're thinking like being a lit RPG, the creative juices start.
Yes.
And I'm like, man, I love this stuff. And I'm playing video games again. I'll tell you why I couldn't start playing video games.
Okay.
There's so many video games to play that I couldn't figure out which one to start with.
Really?
And I dragged my feet, and my daughter finally bought me Diablo 4.
Oh, gosh.
And I had such a fun time.
I'm so glad.
I had such a fun time. And Steam had a big, huge sale. So I bought like a lot of video games. So I'm playing video games again. I want to do a lit RPG novel. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, at that, I mean, we're just doing a quick 10 or 15-minute interview.
It's quick?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
This was great.
I need to bring up the energy though.
I think you're doing great.
Okay.
Aaron.
Thank Wilkie.
Thanks so much. Hey, for y'all that joined us, I'm so glad you were here. We're going to continue doing little interviews here and there, and then we'll continue with the regular hour interviews in the future. But if you joined us, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. This is Wilkie's World Wanderings, signing off.
And come to Lit RPG next year.
That's
it's
right.
so epic.
Absolutely.
And the vibe
So
here is unbelievable.
good.
People are so nice. And there's just not a lot of drama, and everyone's happy. It's just a great gig.
It's an awesome con to come to. If you haven't been before, you're missing out.
Yeah, it's super good.
It's so good.
Super good.
Anyways, y'all have a good night.